Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about height, and you don't have to be 6 foot or taller, to be successful. So this is for the black pillars out there who believe that, oh, I'm 5'8" and it's over and all that stuff. If you can, then obviously do both, but you only have to do one of these things. Simply be better than your environment and be taller than your competition. So what does this mean? Taller than your environment. In your environment, it doesn't have to, like, your environment is not the world, like your environment is not Instagram. Not everyone in your environment, like in your where you live, is not gonna be 6'2" or like 6'5", If you're simply just taller than average, you'll be better than most, obviously. And the second thing is to be better than your competition. So your competition is people around your age who are trying to look for the same type of partner. And again, all you have to do is just simply be taller than them or around them so you can compete with them. You don't have to be, 6'5" fucking Chad, or like 6'8" Tyler, or or Jamal, whatever, with a 12-inch like dick. You don't have to be that guy. You don't have to be him. All you have to do is just simply be better than your environment and be able to compete, and that's all you have to do. Then other than that, it's just based on looks and your status and all of that. It's not all about height. And also, and the difference in height is like 1 to 2 inches. It's really not that big of a deal, honestly. Like, you really think that women are gonna notice that you're shorter than 6 foot? You're like 5'11", 5'10", maybe 5'10" and a half. You really think they're gonna notice that shit? Unless they're like 6 foot themselves. Like, they're not gonna notice that shit, bro. They're really not. And dogs are very bad at estimating height because men usually overestimate their height by like 1 to 2 inches. And I think it's done on purpose, so you should take advantage of this. Okay, let's say you're 5'6", and you're in the United States or somewhere where the height is like, average height is like 5'9", 5'10". In that case, they'll be very bad. But all you have to do is just be better in the competition. Not everyone is going to be a competition, Like, there could be like a fucking 6'8" guy, but he's already married and shit, right? So he doesn't even count, right? So you can take that guy out of your competition, so you won't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about every single tall guy in the world. That's the point I'm trying to make. You only have to worry about who is actually in your environment, who's competing with you in your dating life, who's like trying to go for the same girl as you're going, and then try to beat them. That's all you have to do, really. But yeah, in in my age, it doesn't even really matter how tall you are. All you have to do is just be the, or like do the pick me first theory. If you ever heard of that, which is basically, if you're simply her first boyfriend, then she'll have lower expectations. He won't know any better and just go for you instead of Chaddington or someone else, unless something else happens. But yeah, that's the pick me first theory. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and also, you should, if you can, just try to have the best frame as possible. You can't be 6 foot and be like fucking 90 pounds. That's just terrible. Like, be your height, accept it. Make sure it's like, have this mindset that's not as big as a deal as you think it is, and have a good frame. Just have a decent physique, and you'll be fine. Unless, if you're really short, like 5'2". Well, actually, I do have friends who are like 5'2", who like 5'1", 5'2", 5'4". And as far as I've noticed, at least in my environment, it's not that big of a deal. There's always a girl who's shorter than them, or a girl who's willing to date them who's taller than them. So yeah, it's just, there's always. Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you need to adapt to your environment, and your environment is just not suitable, it's just impossible for you to win, then change it. That's all you can really do. Geomax to a place where girls and people are shorter or taller, whatever you want. Yeah, you can do those things that I just mentioned. You can basically, geomax, be better in competition, and be able to compete and have a good frame and all that. Yeah. What else can I say about height? Oh yeah, and the thing about height is that the reason height is obviously important And what height does is makes the girl feel protected, right? Feel safe. And if you can do that as a shorter guy, then you basically won the height game. You know, you don't need to be that tall as long as you can secure that feeling, if you understand. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a big guy, you know, they want to feel small. Girls like to feel small, and if you can just do that in the relationship, then you'll be fine. At least this is my theory, because I actually have no experience. Like, you know, that's why I'm here. I'm talking about my feelings in a hot ass car with a piece of bread next to me for no reason. I don't have to do this, but I do it just because I have no one else to talk to. But yeah, that's pretty much it.